Hello there everyone and welcome back to Master of Orion, the human campaign. Now we're coming off a bit of a glitch. I've played about the next 60 turns and I accidentally lost all of the footage of the next 60 turns. So, fortunately I've been saving every time I wrap up an episode so we can kind of pick it back up where we left off. But we need to deal with a few things that could happen and try and prevent them from happening. So, we've got a number of potential issues, not the least of which is the fact that we've got this Darlock ship in the middle of our territory here, and I really want it to go away. Because what happened in the previous session is it flew over and it bombed Zarkonia 2. Which I think is a massive bug. The minor civs obviously need a lot of work, because an allied minor civ should not be bombable by... See, they're my allies, and they should not be bombable by an enemy race unless they're at war with me, which... yeah. Anyways, I'm irritated. Unnecessarily irritated. Okay. So what's going on? What's going on is foreknowledge. Now let's have a look at our path to victory. Right now the Meklar are dominating in both research, like dominating research, and GDP. Everybody else is varying, but the Meklar are definitely screaming out in front. Which means we need to beat the ever-loving crap out of the Meklar. Is something that's going to have to happen sooner rather than later. But we're going to wait until that is an absolute guarantee. And instead, we are going to get colonizing like crazy here. And start expanding our research capacity. Because I've been reminded that research is king in these games. So, king research needs to be amped up somewhat thoroughly. I'm going to forget about this little planet, although... oh, no, wait, that was a good one. Never mind. That's a very good one. But Zine Prime here is going to quickly pick up another colony ship for me as well. We got to make use of this economy that we've built here, too. This massive trade economy we're working with. Let's see. That's not a particularly exciting... oh, that's not a bad system, though. That's just a huge world. This is a potentially pretty good system here, though. Especially with that ultra-rich world right there. Now, the other thing we need to do is we need to start designing a couple more ships. And one of the most important ones I've decided I need is going to be called our bomber. Oh, by the way, I discovered an annoyance, which I will demonstrate to you. I've got to remember, there's things that I got to remember, some annoying things and some other things. These displacement drives, I find they tactically very poor for my ships. I'd much rather get the Dauntless drive here, and then maybe a few extra... a slightly upgraded pulse-on missiles there. Can I fit an extra bomb? No. No extra bombs. Mass drivers, though. Mass drivers are little. Perfect. Okay. So that's our battleship. Or sorry, our destroyer. Now, what I've discovered is that the destroyers want to have that displacement drive. For whatever reason. Alright, you're not going to have these, you're not going to have missiles, you're going to have those. We're going to put, let's see, armors, neutronium, drives, antimatter. I don't know why it would have gone with a lower level drive than that, but whatever. Computers, optronic computer, sure. Shields, class 1. And then bombs. Namely, Fusion bombs. Now the reasoning behind this is... I have made good use of bombing, basically bombing civilizations out of existence, rather than preserving them. And what we need is a very inexpensive bomber to drop bombs on enemy worlds. Okay, so we're going to upgrade that destroyer and probably more beyond that soon. Now we need this to head here, and next turn we're going to have a ship to send there. Now the next thing we need to do is we need to review what we're building and make sure to queue up science a little earlier. We need to get the basic research lab and moon labs built earlier in the life cycle of my various colonies. Which is why we're demoting the robo-miners, keep colonial revenue services, and we're sneaking research labs in there sooner. Because I've been finding, as we've discussed, I've fallen quite far behind on science. You know, not brutally behind, but definitely feeling it behind. And we need to fix that. And robo-miners can be postponed in the cases where I need. Now we have a very unhappy little girl up there today, so I may have to run if she's really off-kilter. So we've got these worlds that can support high amounts of science that have not taken advantage of that fact. I mean, this one can build a research lab in one turn, which it should do before it even builds a colony ship. So yeah, we just need to quickly run through and start amping up our amping the science up. Okay, we'll leave that off. Robo-miners are only a turn out, so we'll get both the lab items up. And so this combined with making sure we wind up at war with, I should do to start, the Meklar. Now I need to make sure we are not allied with the Meklar at the moment, but our goal is going to be eventually a war with the Meklar, with hopefully support from some of our neighbors. Okay. Alright, let's just throw, at the very end of this queue, we'll throw 5 bombers on. And, alright, away we go. So yeah, I'm dealing with a little foreknowledge here. I don't like to play that way by default, but in this particular circumstance, it's, I feel it's rather, I might as well. I mean...
Meaningful exchange furthers understanding.
Yeah, sure. Done and done. But what I'm going to have to do is start not trading with the Meklar, if I can avoid it. Okay, so what we want to do is we're trying to take systems here, not just... That star system's hardly worth the trouble. Well, okay, a small rich swamp world isn't bad, but... Alright, there's another... Now what I really need to do is, okay, I need to queue up another robo-miner. That's something I needed to do here. Or not robo-miner, but a space factory. And just quickly put that in the front of the queue and then get back to pollution work. And I'm going to have to be careful how I deal with the Darlocks. I would very much like to expel them from my star systems, but that's obviously not an option. And I need to try and make sure they don't smash Zarconia Prime. Or Zarconia 2. Okay, so Mishran Treaty's done.
Welcome back, Bold.
Alright, get our usual trade deals up and running.
A most pleasant.
Alright. Okay. Let's see. This one's going to colonize our Tundra world there. So let's, with our new default queue, we're going to go with the basic factory, biospheres, colonial revenue, research lab, and neutron colliders are the default builds, but we'll get the neutron collider in number 3, research lab number 4, because we can afford to have a fleet. We can afford to be losing money for a few turns on these. Alright, now we just have to wait until our colony ship arrives so that we can make this ours. Alright. Yeah. Whoa. Oh yeah, I saw that coming. That is not surprising at all. Actually, what I want to do with that...
And now, the news.
The Bulrathi Empire battle against the Darlock Cabal for control of the galaxy.
That is entirely expected. Okay. Now, our spies. I'm going to dispatch a spy into Meklar territory here. I just actually have to find a Meklar colony I can actually see. Like that one. Need you to assign you to that one. And then most of my other spies are going to wind up doing counterintelligence, I think. Just a little pirate proofing there. Alright. So here's what we're going to do. I don't particularly like the fact that the Darlocks have colonies behind my lines. So that's something we're going to have to work on. Biospheres, neutron collider, lab, revenue. Done. So let's see. Well, no, we're a little short. I was thinking about buying it, but I think we'll just deal with it. The Darlock's going to have those worlds and be fine. We'll be fine. Do they actually have faster ships than me? I think they do.
The Combine wishes to initiate trade protocols.
They want to give me a pollution processor in exchange for my battle scanner. I might as well get as much stuff out of them as I can. Actually, that was one thing I was thinking about doing, was brokering tech. That's what I need to do. What does my minor civ want now? Okay, we need an interplanetary administration. And then we need to start having a word with our neighbors.
Greetings. What is your query? Recording specifications.
I want to offer them the tachyon scanner, because it's not a super...
Found conditions necessary and sufficient.
Okay. They'll give me
Are overjoyed.
1,800...
Goodbye, and have a nice...
Okay. So that's one. Darlocks.
Have your say.
They'll
We
also
may
give
yet
me
find
nearly a fair
Without
amount.
reserve.
Good stuff.
Will be
Heed my warning, interloper.
Yes, yes, yes. Dang Bulrathi. Clack-ons.
our tendrils.
I will also give you, or exchange... Nice, they're even going to give me credit payments.
We approve.
Yeah. So see, this is what I was kind of hoping for.
May the winds of...
What would you offer for this? Okay, they really want that.
Undoubtedly.
Yeah, don't let the door blow closed behind you. Very polite. We'll go to Mershan next.
Welcome back.
Okay. Every penny they have, and annual credit payments of 80. Oh dear. I'm going to have to go and help Kate, I think, soon.
I listen intently.
So by brokering this to everyone, nobody's going to go around behind my back to sell it,
Stranger.
except for me, and I'm going to come out of this with a massive boost to my economy.
What is it you want? Speak plainly.
Let's see, you're the last one. What would you offer for this?
We would take your coin and have you keep your distance.
Diddly squat. So, goodbye. How about we establish
Speak
embassies, mutual embassies then?
It is an honor.
Okay, well that's a step in the right direction. You want trade treaty now?
Speak plainly. It is an honor.
Okay. That's a marginal improvement to our relations with these guys.
Sometimes it's best to step lightly, lest you draw unwanted attention.
Okay. Excellent. Excellent. So that's a lot of money, both in terms of income. This world's doing research. It's got a minor pollution issue developing, but we can fix that now. It's just an abundant world, so I think we're going to switch this to a little more research. Alright, excellent. Now we haven't gotten the anti-radiation shield yet, or the gravity thingy, but those are going to be high priorities as soon as they come close to the front of the line. This is an ultra-rich world, so it's actually a potential production world, which means eventually it's going to be polluting the hell out of everything, so I definitely think the pollution controls are going to be a high priority here. This thing's going to go build a defenses at that Zarconia border. And then hopefully I can just block that crossover point. Okay. Alright, Meklar, Darlox, and Bilorathi truce is down, but that's okay.
Greetings. What? Recording specifications.
Okay, trade treaty it is.
We are overjoyed.
Keeping these trade treaties up for the entire game, I think, is going to make is just...
What brings you here? We are always willing to listen.
Okay, they can't afford a trade treaty right now. Well, so much for that. The Darlox actually might become... how shall we say... unnecessary? Alright, we're losing money at this world, which isn't entirely surprising. Pollution could be an issue, but we're going to get you building. What could we get you building? A battleship? Or we could get you going on 5 bombers in 14 turns. I think we'll get a battleship out. Something we're definitely going to want, so what the hey, right? And actually, no, we'll get terraforming queued up before the pollution thing. Because terraforming will increase population, and population increase means more money. That's my theory. Okay, this one. How are we doing here? Don't have a population issue. This is going to be a research world, so we might as well get the research components in place. You are on a world belonging to the Mershan. Your mission here should be... We're going to steal from them. Not that they're great targets for theft.
There are some boundaries that can't be crossed without a price.
Yeah, sorry, Darlocks, but you are not going to tell me where to colonize. Not a chance in heck, because you did not give me an option not to colonize near you. I have a sneaking hunch the Darlocks may actually be my first war, even before the Meklar. Okay. Factory, biospheres, collider, research, revenue. I really wish I could queue up a default set of things for every... Just a rich... It's a rich world, not an ultra-rich world. Let's see, we'll maybe build that. And this is an ocean world. Okay, I'm going to have to go rescue my wife here pretty quick. I think I can stretch this out just a little longer, but not much longer than this. And we'll throw biospheres on there as well, because that's one extra research credit. Okay. So I could buy a colony off the Darlocks now if I wanted. I wonder how much they would want for it.
What brings you here? We are always willing to listen.
Orbis, right?
This is more
74. Yes. Yeah. Heck with you.
My presence.
Okay, well, it looks like we're going to have some problems with the Darlocks pretty quick here. Okay, that's the wrong thing. This group should be building. Come on. Building a military outpost here now. That's a cruiser. You guys can go here and upgrade the heck out of everything. Alright. That's another ship in my fleet. And you... Where should I be sending you? Actually, you should colonize... You know what? There's 2 worlds left in that star system. I should really boost them. Let's send you... We've got a rich world and a Gaian world. Let's go get the Gaian world, because it'll start providing population. What? What the heck happened there? They're getting bombed by the bloody Darlocks again. Yeah, see, that's what I told you was going to happen. Damned Darlocks. Dang it all. Alright, how long? 2,600 to get this battleship off the ground. I think we're going to have to go get ready to start war with the Darlocks. They're not all that dangerous anyways at this point. We can bomb them out of existence if we really wanted. Which I think is exactly what's going to happen here. And just invest a little bit money in nailing that, and this fleet is probably going to have to retreat. I can't believe that doesn't count as an act of war. That's a pretty big oversight. Alright. So there's our bomber fleet. It's going to head down here and meet up with the primary fleet. And this battleship is going to swing down here and join the rest of my fleet to take out that Darlock ship before it causes some serious grief in my... There we go. Alright, you are going to sleep right there for now. You can fortify right there. Now, the plan is we are going to... really trying to decide what to do with these Darlocks. Treacherous buggers. Well, let's have a look at the path to victory and notice, yeah, the Meklar are coming up in scores across the board. Silence and Bulrathi are pretty far ahead of me too. And I really screwed up on tech in this game. And hopefully we can make up for that before it's too late. Factory, Biospheres, Collider, Lab, Revenue. That's a pretty crappy world. This is going to be a really good star system once I get a few extra things in there. This cruiser should be heading... Actually, it can just stay right here. It's a pretty cheap upgrade. Okay. Let's go get the last planet in that star system colonized. You can stay here as part of the border guard. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to try and organize a war. You think war against the Darlocks? I think it might be sensible, all things considered.
This is GNN.
The Cylon Quanta battle against the Mershan Pride for control of the galaxy.
Okay, well. That's a thing.
Our scientists have made a new discovery.
That's a pretty big one, actually. Alright.
Just a minute of your time, President.
All that's being upgraded here is the armor, which is good news. That's actually... You know, it might have been patched. Let's just make sure. Oh yeah, you see, look what's happening to my destroyers right here. They're getting displacement devices installed, even though I have no desire to do that. I think that's got to be a bug. It's like it's not letting me upgrade. Alright, we'll fix the rest of those in a minute. Well, if we're going for...
Your chiefs of staff recommend we focus our research here.
I agree. One turn to finish that. Done and done. Okay, let's go for ship design. Now our frigate was armor we got, so Zortium armor, microcruiser, Armors. Zortium done. I actually kind of noticed that it cycles the most... it cycles through your ships pretty effectively here, actually. Manual updating is not a horribly out-of-hand task. Okay. Okay. Clacon Treaty. Alright. So, Clacons.
Our tendrils.
Trade treaty? You can't afford a trade treaty, which kind of sucks. So, that's too bad. Anybody else? We've got Darlocks we don't have a trade treaty with. We're probably going to wind up at war with them before long. Though they're not my chosen target.
What brings you here, wretch? We are always willing to listen. Without reserve.
They're a little
Abscond.
nicer. So I would much rather fight. Honestly, I'd much rather fight the Meklar. Okay, let's see. Biospheres, and what kind of world is this one? Rye Prime is one of my production worlds, so it just needs to terraform for the sheer sake of growth. You are going to acquire data. We'll see what happens there. And you, I don't know, do we have the ability to make planets yet? Let's go find out. Yeah, they're bombing that out of existence. If I can get a battleship there in time... Actually... Yeah, with all the effort I went to actually make them my ally, I'm a little sad about what's happening here, but...
Our scientists are eager to start. What should we...
There's that radiation shield that's going to be needed to upgrade a whole bunch of our planets. Okay, this one's losing money. So let's just have it... Right, it's got a lot of issues because of its current state. It can't terraform. We're just going to have it build... Actually, we'll have it build marine barracks first. Then trade goods. Because I want more places where I can actually recruit landing craft type things. Anyways, that's it for this episode, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed. We are going to have to figure out something, and I think if somebody decides they want to declare war on the Meklar, we are going to be going in after them, because they are our problem that needs to be dealt with, and I think soon. Because they are roaring up the tech tree pretty fast, and we need to cripple them. Which, strategically speaking, means we need to make friends with the Clacons so that at least they'll open the borders with us. Which is not going to be an impossibility. Let's just see if we can figure... No, back. Let's see. Would you open the borders with us?
We are rejoiced.
Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. Would you declare war on the Meklar? I'm guessing that's a no. Alright. We'll look into that later. But given the circumstances, I suppose we could see if the Darlocks would want to declare war on the Meklar as well. That would be one way to get rid of their presence in my star's systems. What the heck happened to my battleship that I had? Oh, there it is. Okay. It's right here. It's just still on its way. Okay. Now, I do believe I need to get another fleet under construction here. After terraforming is done, we'll get another battleship or 5 more destroyers. Let's see. Can make one of those mega cruisers in 12 turns now. I think that's probably a good bet. Get 2 cruisers going here. Oops. Okay. I was supposed to be ending the episode, so pardon me while I
submit this proposal.
I
hope you'll look favorably upon it.
I don't feel particularly inclined to declare war on the Bularathi right now. Thank you for offering. Okay, that's all for today, everyone. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.